Hi guys, so I'm in my new scrap room, which I'm gonna give you a tour of someday. I'm here actually with my sister, who's also scrapping here right next to me. Say hi.
Hi.
Then you believe me that she's here. Okay, so I'm gonna do a kind of a mini album today, just a quick one for my little cousin, who we brought to a kind of big circus here in this weekend. And the idea for the album came from this. I don't know if you know, these are popcorn holders that you get also in the movies, but this is with the circus logo and stuff. So I thought this would make a great mini album. So what I want to do is actually cut this apart and leave two sides together to make the, what's it called, the cover of the book, and the other two just for embellishment inside. So the first thing that I wanted to do is start on my pages. So what I did was just take a piece of cardstock, bigger than this, just laid this on here, and with a pen just traced all the way around. And then I just cut that out and just, you know, worked with it a little bit and got this size out of it, you know, just cut it and made it smaller and smaller so that it would fit like this inside. Great, fell down. So that was my first task, and once I had my template that I did here, I just put that on top of my paper, lined it up with one of the edges, and just, you know, marked the corners like this. Because that way, you know where to cut. So you can just take a ruler and a knife and cut away. Almost like magic, I have another page, and I made a very big stack of them to put in my book, but I don't think I'll need this many. Next up, I have printed out all of my photos and just put them into a wallet size, well, I fit them into a wallet size photo and cut all of those out. This is all the photos that I want to use, and a couple of bigger ones, those that are more like, here we're going to the circus outside, and some just selected photos. But to make the book together, I have to have a binding. And I decided to make an accordion binding for this, so I chose a very nice dark red paper that just matches this popcorn box beautifully. And what I did was trim it down. I measured the side here and just made it, half an inch smaller than the side here where the binding is going to be. So I cut that over, took my score tool here, my scoreboard, laid it down here and just scored it at every 3/4 and alternating which side I scored at. So I scored it at 3/4 from this side, turned it over 1.5 like this, turned it over 2 1/4 like this, and that's just to give my paper the best possible, not breaking kind of features, because if I did them all the same way, I would maybe get some cracks in my paper, and I don't want that. I want to hold really good. So I alternated where it came, which way I scored it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just start to make all of my folds here, and the cool thing about a scoreboard like this is your score lines are perfect. You'll never get a straighter, you know, accordion fold, or at least I do, because I'm not very good at making accordion folds. So I have my pages, I have my photos, I have my accordion. I'll put that here, and then I have my popcorn holder, or my popcorn container, and I'm gonna start separating that one. And it has a closure here that I'm just gonna try to pull apart without wrecking any of my papers, or the, you know, the pattern. There we go, that's the word. So when I unfold everything, wow, now I did it anyway, okay. I have this, and I'm gonna cut down here and make this my cover, these two, and make the others embellishments. So what I'm gonna do is just take my knife and a ruler and cut down the, you know, the score line, which is already there. And what I want to do is just decorate one side of my pages, because then I have to put it in here, put adhesive on one side, and then I can decorate the other side. Okay, so I'll go ahead and decorate the one side and adhere that while camera is running. So I'll be right back. I want to show you how to start assembling your album, and keep in mind this is not a tutorial on how to decorate everything, it's just a tutorial on the mini album itself, so you can do it yourself. I made my accordion here and I put it down on my table, and if you can see all the W's, and both ends end, you know, like a single, like you know, these are a double, I think it's a valley and a something else, I don't remember the term, but you can see the single ones here, and that's gonna go upwards, because when I take my cover and kind of show you like this, when I have to put this inside, I want to adhere the cover to this little flip all the way up here, and then it can sit like this. Okay? You can follow me. Otherwise, leave a question in the comments and I'll try to explain it better. So the cover is going to be adhered to the outer edge here, and my first page is going to go here on my first, let's call it a hill. It's upwards, and downwards is this is the valley, and this is something else than a hill, but that's what we call it. The mountain top, maybe. But the first one, you could see it anyway. So my cover here, and I'm just gonna adhere this into place like this. Okay, so I want to put adhesive on this piece, and I'm just using my ATG gun because that's kind of sturdy, and fold it up. And what I'm gonna do is just eyeball it to kind of center it like this, and push down. And that's my first page in, and you can see the other page here. It's gonna have this little red border here, but my next picture is a bigger one, so I have to trim that, and that's gonna be great. Okay, but this is essentially the design of the album. So what I'm gonna do is just finish out the other pages and put them on all like this. Hope you can see that. I hope it's catching it. You're only gonna put it on the side that's going down like this. You can see the rest. This one, this one, this one, and then the last page is gonna go on here, but not the opposite like this. Only this, this, and this. I hope that makes sense. Otherwise, you can see it at the end where I have decorated all my pages and put it together, and we'll get back to the covers and I'll try to show it to you. So I just finished my mini album, just, you know, the pages, and I'm going to do the cover now. But I changed my mind a little bit, and I want to cut these two apart and use them on each side and make a spine piece instead, because of the bulkiness. It's going to be hard to keep it everything inside when it was folded. What I'm going to do is put adhesive on this edge right here and stand it up. And don't adhere my fingers to it. Wouldn't that be a plan? Lining it up at the bottom, and just let it stand, and, you know, line up at the bottom. And as good as it could on the edge, but I'm gonna put a spine piece over here so it doesn't matter if they hang out a little bit. So finished my last page and adhered it. So I'm just gonna cover the back piece here with adhesive. Okay. And the same. Line it at the bottom, and as well as you can to the back piece. Okay, so right now I have kind of a whimsy book, but that's going to be better because I cut a spine piece, which I'm going to go with green. And what I did was just, if you have very bulky sides that has a lot of embellishments, I use mostly stickers, so mine are flat. But if you have a lot of bulk, don't push the back spine as close as you can, and then measure it. Give it, you know, some room. See how much it grows out here with the embellishments, and just kind of press it until you can see. If I do it like this, and I push it gently, at some point my pages will start to fan out, and that's kind of the key where you have to give it a little bit more space again. But mine just does it because it's pretty heavy cardstock that I made the spine of. So I held it together and measured it just with a ruler. And then I cut out a piece for the spine and a little bit overhang where I have to attach it to my book. So I already did that. So my spine is 1/2 inch. When I hold it together, it's 1/2 inch. So I measured 1/2 inch plus the extra 3/4 of an inch on each side. Okay. This piece that's going to go onto the book, not the spine. The spine is not going to get adhesive. I scored mine to get a little bit more of a crisp look. So I scored mine. You don't have to. You can just fold it, eyeball it, or just, you know, wrap it around and work it a little bit. The back here is a little bit wider, so that's just going to get 2 pieces. Okay. I'm going to take all of it off. Because if you don't, it won't adhere. I'm funny.
Oh,
you didn't even hear that I was funny. Oh my god. You have to watch the video then.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh god. Don't adhere it until it is where I want it to be. So what I think I want to do is just start by, oh my god, adhering it close here. Just at the one end, like that. The front cover is now adhered. Hold my book together and wrap it around like this. Perfect. And this is basically his book. That's the mini album. An easy cover, just a little bit of color here. I could decorate this if I wanted to. This is how you just make a very quick and easy mini album. I like to make these for him when he's been here on vacation, so that he can take it to school to show what he's been doing. So that's just my way of giving him something to remember it by. So this is the mini album. That's how you do it. If you want to see the inside of the mini album, you have to check out my next video, and my sister's layout that she might possibly show us as well is going to be in the next video. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial on how to make this type of mini album with the accordion spine, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!